This is a very serious man, Hasan Piker, known for going to Diddy parties, known for having sex in brothels that were sex trafficking children, and known for supporting multiple United States designated terrorist organizations. And he is currently partaking in a violent riot, which is incredibly illegal. Tathale, thanks for the 10 subs. Now, I am going to break your brains because it turns out Hasan Piker is 570% cooked. I just covered how Hasan Piker is 560% cooked yesterday, but he has managed to find a way to increase how cooked he is by 10% over the course of a day. You have no idea what's been going on, how many crimes he committed, how bad this situation actually is, and what is actually going on in LA. So I am going to show you, unironically, the situation that is going on in LA, Los Angeles, where this motherfucker is on Twitch committing actual crimes and is inciting his audience to commit more of them. And then we're gonna look at the actual situation in LA, because this dude downplays the living fuck out of it. So, first, I wanted to show you Hasan. Guys, look! I'm doing a resistance, guys! I'm doing a resistance! Look at him doing a resistance. This is just him sitting there and doing a resistance. But don't worry, because it gets so much worse. Because, Mommy! I did a protest, Mommy! I'm sorry, I'm just making fun of him now because he deserves it. I firmly believe in making fun of retards, and that's what we're doing, alright? Alright, it's important. So, this is a clip that I think is incredibly damning. Very excited for the federal government to see this clip from him going to these protests. Isn't filming yourself committing crimes considered evidence? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm just letting you know. When this series hits 1,000%, Hasan will be in prison. So, lock in, boys and girl. Let's see what he said at his protest.
For sure.
No wonder there's so many federal agents in my fucking chat, dude. Half of the protest is Hasan Piker.
Half of the protest is Hasanabi heads.
Block cam selfie. Back cam selfie. What's up?
Thank you for everything you do, honestly. I've been like tired from running over and everything. But been watching you for years. Love you.
Of course. Nice to meet you, man.
Bro just casually admits that half of these violent fucks are actually his audience. He knows he's radicalizing these assholes. He knows he is inciting them to violence. So I retweeted this saying, Hasan casually admitting he radicalizes his audience to become violent criminals. Obviously, it's important to note, not everyone at this protest are violent, all right? Not everyone at this protest are actually lighting shit on fire. But there is an incredible amount of, like, dude, there's literally smoke and fire in the background of his actual, look at this. Dude, this is not a peaceful protest. This is a violent riot, and he is taking part of an actual violent riot. And apparently, half of the people there are actually his audience. So, biggest honeypot situation in the universe if we actually look into this shit a little bit deeper. And it's gonna happen. Now, this is very funny. So, very funny. So this is Hasan, you know, wearing a mask. Look at him wearing his fucking little Gaza keffiyeh mask. It's kind of hilarious how everyone has the same issues, right? All the Palestine people decided, holy shit, illegal immigration is the thing we need to talk about right now. It's corny as fuck. Now, the funny thing is, he's wearing a mask. Look at him wearing his mask. No one's gonna know who he is! As he live streams himself in front of 50,000 people on Twitch, a terrorist website. Like, give me a break, bro. But anyway, look how funny this clip is.
Hi, Taylor. What are you doing? Watch out.
And that is Taylor Lorenz, Hasan's dick-sucking journalist that shows up every single time. Every single time Hasan Piker shows up in public anywhere, guess who crashes the party? Stream sniping Taylor Lorenz, the lady that is responsible for writing all these fucking clout glorble schmorgle pieces. Just holy crap, and look at him. Hi, Taylor, because he knows. Because all the commies, they come out of their little fucking rat holes, and they walk up to Hamas, Diddy, Bin Laden, Epstein, Adolf, potentially child fucking Piker, and there he is, sitting there, actual stalker vibes. Now, the irony is he calls all of his critics stalkers. His stalkers are the journalists. The journalists trying to get a little bit of schmeat out of this guy.
Hi, everyone.
Taylor's here.
But funny story, coincidentally, she slandered me on Twitter, all right? Like, dude, it's the whole family. It's the whole fucking family. The whole family is here. By the way, she is known for doxing people, allegedly. Also known for apparently blocking people on Twitter before Elon Musk bought it. before Elon Musk bought Twitter, she actually had access to like some insider people to ban people that she didn't like, and she slandered me. Look at them. They're perfect for each other. Two people that have slandered me. Wow, look at that. Isn't that glorious?
I'm here with some other journalists. I'm actually
Me and the journalists. It's the whole journalist alliance. None of these people are fucking journalists.
on my way to go meet them.
What are you guys doing?
Sergio just got here. He got shot with one of those pepper things in the chest. So
Oh, no.
But he's coming back.
Oh no, he was shot in the chest with a pepper thing. He was probably a criminal.
Yeah, they are.
I know, they keep shooting shit.
We had our.
I wonder why! You're lighting the city on fire! Oh no, the pepper thing hit somebody when she was lighting the city on fire! Oh my god. Now, I'm gonna, don't worry, the second half of this video is going to be me covering the actual shit and violent shit that's going on in LA, because I want you to know that in my Hasan Piker is 560% fucked video, I actually explained how this dude was essentially dog whistling violence and simultaneously saying, there's nothing violent about this. This is just civil disobedience. Nothing is illegal. Trump is doing the illegal thing by arresting criminals. That's illegal. So these are the mostly peaceful protests everyone hears so much about. Mostly peaceful firebombing.
First experience with the flashbang exploding on our head. It was
Oh,
fun.
God. Well-
I mean, it was kind of cool.
Be careful. I feel like it's not gonna get really crazy until dark, like later. I don't know. They're just kind of, I feel like it's a lot of people milling about right now. But anyway, I'll let you guys keep with the.
You see this guy over here with the Mexican flag? That's how you know this guy doesn't want to go back to Mexico.
Yeah.
All right, bye, guys.
All right,
Hey, say, bye guys, I just happened to bump into you. It's a total coincidence. It's a total coincidence. Ah! But anyway, don't worry. Don't worry, because it gets crazier. So, this was Asmongold's take. All right, so as you can see, this over here is Hamas, Diddy bin Laden, Adolf Epstein Piker. He might have had sex with children. And this is Asmongold's coverage.
You see Hasan? No, I don't see Hasan. I heard he was out there. I don't know. I think that I saw an image of it. And I think he's on like the side up the top. So he's not actually going to go down there and stand in the in this area.
Of course not. He's a gigantic pussy. He sits in his $3 million mansions and he wants other people to commit acts of terrorism for him.
Because if he did, he'd get in trouble, right? Like he has no problem LARPing as a revolutionary.
True! Everyone knows. Everyone knows. He's such a fraud.
Actually putting it on the line, this is going to be very different, which to be fair, he was. Well, if he was actually doing that, he should get in trouble. Like, I mean, for sure, he was.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I'd have to go and double check. He already did? Oh, I'd have to double see and see it.
Yeah, if he commits crimes, he should be arrested. I have an incredibly hot take, but it's that laws are actually supposed to be enforced, or else there's really no point to laws.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, I think all these people should just get arrested. That's really how I see it. Yeah, I mean, I don't see how it's like there's no other solution to it.
Agreed, especially because by the fact that they didn't arrest rioters and looters by Black Lives Matter protests, these people feel invincible, and it's giving them the power to do this again and fuck up an entire city. I really think the reason why laws exist is to enforce them.
Other than that, aren't they impeding a highway? They are. They're impeding a highway.
Impeding a highway. Remember that phrase, because impeding a highway is actually illegal. Impeding a highway is actually a crime. Keep that in mind. So anyway, this is Hasan. He heard that Asmongold talked about him. He's at a protest fighting so-called for the illegal immigrants of America. That's him. Defending the villains, as he tends to do every single time. That's our boy, defending villains every day. And he has to talk about Asmongold. And he talks about Asmongold.
Hopefully one day we'll see the largest political commentator, Asmongold, out here in the streets, you know, for protesting for, I don't know, making anime titties larger or some shit.
Oh my God, I got the.
Well, if he's there, I'm sure he won't be firebombing shit or inciting violence. Holy rent-free, Batman.
That I'm also on board with, by the way.
Yep. There he is, sitting in the absolute back, making believe he's actually part of anything.
Fucking dumbass take that Asmongold had out of my mind. It was the
Or Asmongold.
stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. Being like, oh, if you ever see protests where there's other countries' flags being waved, you know you're in America. It's like, yeah, that's a diverse country,
I don't know why that's supposed to be a dumbass take. I think that's pretty funny.
you know?
But what's wrong with that statement? Say.
Also, not much to feel proud about right here. Yeah.
Yes, because of you! Because of you! You and your gaggle of retard terrorists! Oh my god! Yes, you're right!
Considering this endless police militarization.
Why are there police? Actual dumb fuck. Why do you think there are police there, bro? It's because people are blowing cars up. But he likes to frame it as the police are villains. They popped out of nowhere to arrest random people. And I'm going to prove to you that that is not the case in just a minute.
As a reaction to protesting. Can't get the fucking
protesting, guys. Just a little protesting with the occasional firebomb, you know. So, End Wokeness tweeted, before you ask, yes, I voted for this. And yes, people did vote for this. Because in fact, the reason why Trump is the president of the United States is because all the illegals pouring over the border from mental institutions over the border, they're fentanyl, lots of things happening, all sorts of criminals. We gotta deport illegal criminals from the country. That's what he ran on, okay? And he won all 7 swing states. He won everybody, majority vote. Wow, that's a lot of fentanyl. And that's exactly what happened. So Hasan says, if you say something like this in public, you'd be put down like a dog. That's why you stick to Twitter. This is just Hasan casually admitting that the radical left will kill you over free speech. Like, he just lets the fucking shit out of his mouth. He just says this shit. And I think it's important to note that this is the perspective of the people protesting, okay? You have to realize what he's doing. All these people that are protesting, if you say you voted for deporting illegal immigrants from the country that broke into the country illegally, a leftist will kill you. All right, just want to make this clear. This is what he's fucking saying, and it's not the first time he's threatened people in the United States. All right?
There's about $50 billion estimated that are lost every year in Medicaid, just in fraud alone. No.
If you cared about Medicare fraud or Medicaid fraud, you would kill Rick Scott, okay? You wouldn't make Rick Scott, former governor of Florida, Rick Scott, you wouldn't make him a prominent part of the Republican Party.
Yeah. So that's him just calling his audience to kill a United States senator. But anyway, that happened twice, so it's not that shocking. This is the bullshit that you deal with the largest leftist political streamer. So he makes this insane tweet. My goal with the UCLA student encampments was to show how different the reality on the ground was from the way the media was framing it. Essentially, he fucking whitewashed all that shit. The LA protests are the same. It feels chaotic from afar, but the protesters are your neighbors. The threat is ICE. The threat is the police. Is that not insane? Is that not fucking crazy? Is that not the craziest shit of all time? Bro! UCLA. Yeah, no, this is insanity. Why do you think ICE and the police are there? This one person says, what's the smoke in the background of your photo from? Oh, it's tear gas. The cops are fascist. Ree! He miscapitalized UCLA. Whatever, who fucking cares? The point is, literal retard is out here trying his best to misrepresent the actual situation and be like, everyone's peaceful, guys. There's just some terrorist police officers that are coming to kill us. We have to fight back, guys. We have to fight back. So I actually retweeted this, and I said, this is what ISIS was saying about the US and their beheading videos. This is true, by the way. A lot of people may not be aware of this, but ISIS, the terrorist organization that would behead people, they would say that the threat is the United States, the threat is the West, the threat is Western civilization. We must tear that shit down. He is using ISIS-level propaganda here, okay? Yeah, it's insane that his mind works this way and that people let him get away with it. Now, the funny thing is, remember what I told you before about highways? Not only is he a terrorist sympathizer, he is now supporting riots on local and federal police. That's a crime, by the way. Why is this allowed on your website, Twitch? And another pretty incredible one. Take a look at this one. This is Hasan, Diddy, Bin Laden, Adolf Epstein Piker on a highway. You may not be aware of this, but yes, blocking the highway is illegal in California. California law prohibits driving too slowly or stopping a vehicle in a way that impedes traffic flow. Specifically, California law this and that states that no one should drive at a speed that impedes traffic unless necessary for safe operation, a grade, or compliance with law. Similarly, stopping a vehicle in any way that blocks traffic is also prohibited unless for safety, compliance with the law, or a grade. This is what they call a crime. He is committing a crime right here. Hasan, Diddy, Bin Laden, Epstein, Adolf, Hamas sympathizing Piker is a criminal. He is a criminal. He is not only participating in riots that are violent, in riots that are lighting shit on fire and beating up police and vandalizing property, but he is legitimately streaming himself doing a crime. You cannot make this up. He's gonna be in jail. 1,000% fucked is gonna be glorious. So, Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, he was doing some pretty crazy shit. He was tweeting out Trump stuff all the time. Yeah, I'm not gonna even play this because the audio's so shit. But essentially, the president of the United States is calling for the arrest of a sitting governor. If the governor actually endorses violence, then yeah, arrest him. I'm really glad that we're all on the same page here, Mr. Newsom. I'm really glad that everyone kind of agrees. Everyone kind of came together on this one. It's like, yeah, if you do commit crimes, fuck you. That's my opinion. If you beat up police, fuck you. All right, my heavy-handed analysis is if you broke into the country illegally and you don't want to leave, fuck you. The fuck you analysis meter is truly something I think that's important to note. People are going to try to twist you with these emotionally manipulative blackmail situations. They're your neighbors, bro. Fuck you. That's my opinion. Anyway, here's Trump again.
A crime has he committed?
All right, what crime did he commit, bro? What crime did Gavin Newsom commit?
I think his primary crime is running for governor.
He murdered him. He murdered him.
He's done such a bad job. What he's done to that state is like what Biden did to this country.
True.
And that's pretty bad. It's the wrong philosophy. Thousands, hundreds of thousands of illegal immigrants, many of them prisoners. They're taking up your health care. They're taking up your space in schools. They're taking up your...
Where's the lie?
And in many cases...
Where's the lie? Where's the lie? Well, all the illegal ones are criminals, but...
To do something about it, and we're doing something about it. I want to thank the incredible patriots of ICE and Tom Homan, who has been incredible, and Kristi Noem, likewise incredible. The job they're doing... And it's like an unforced error. There was no reason for this. 21 million people were allowed into our country.
Yep.
And many of those people were criminals. And it's a shame. It's a shame. But we're getting them out. And I will say it's, I think, 95-5 issue. Just like
he's right. Everyone agrees, except for the fucking radical terrorist fucks in Hasan's Twitch chat. Now, Gavin Newsom retweets this with the most bad faith interpretation of what he just said. Donald Trump admits he will arrest a sitting governor because he ran for office. That's not at all what he said. All right, they asked him what crime did Newsom commit, and his answer was he ran for governor, which is fucking hilarious. He's not arresting you because you ran for governor. That was just your mistake. He's arresting you. I don't know if he's arresting you, but he's talking about arresting you because you are aiding and abetting criminal fucking thugs that are terrorizing your country. So Newsom, of course, comes out with his new shtick. This is great. Look at this. We are suing Donald Trump. Yeah, this will work. Because that worked so many times before. Remember when they tried to put Trump in prison for 700 years? I'm sure this will work. This is a manufactured crisis. He is creating fear and terror to take over a state militia and violate the Constitution. Fuck you. No, he's not. No, he's not. There are people beating up cops, vandalizing property, and yes, law and order is, in fact, the point of the government. The illegal order he signed, it's not illegal, could allow him to send the military into any state he wishes. Yes! Yes! If they are actually a fucking cesspool of terrorism, violence, vandalism, and actual terror, yes, absolutely, he can do that. I think that's pretty great, actually. I think this is fucking awesome. Every governor, red or blue, should reject this overreach. There's a lot of hyperbole out there. This isn't that. Yes, it is. This is an unmistakable step towards authoritarianism. Dude, these people are, like, they love their buzzwords. It's like, you beat up a cop, they arrest you. Holy authoritarianism, Batman! That threatens the foundation of our republic. No, it doesn't. We cannot let it stand. It will stand. Multiple police officers have gone to hospitals. Countless cars have been torched. Multiple businesses looted. The fact that you're more focused on fighting Trump than protecting your constituents is insane. Correct and accurate. This is actual retard moment. Literal retard moment. He's fighting for the fucking freedom fighters and terrorists. So, this is a clip that I wanted to show you from Hassan Diddy Bin Laden Adolf Epstein criminal Piker over here. And I really think that it's super important to know what's going on. So this is a clip that someone took from my previous video from 560% fucked. But I think it's important to reiterate here.
Obstruction of justice charges. The only way to stop this is with overwhelming numbers.
Dude, he's trying to galvanize a terrorist organization.
When there are like a lot of people, like too many people.
Yeah, what are they gonna do?
And the cops feel unsafe, I guess.
Oh, you want to make the cops unsafe?
Yes, to conduct their activities like this. Only then have I ever seen
has he ever seen? Right? He does on the ground journalism. He sees this shit all the time.
Police officers back away. Right. There are images from Minneapolis.
Is that inciting violence, chat? What do you think? Overwhelming numbers to make the police feel unsafe? What do you think? Is that inciting violence? I don't know. I leave that to you in the comment section below. But I think Hasan is 560% fucked right here. I have to correct past Nux. He's currently 570% fucked. But yes, I think that he's made it very, very clear what his stance is. His stance is he doesn't want to say anything that's actually dangerous. He'll just constantly say he wants a big enough mob of people to make the cops unsafe. It's like, wink, 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 wink. What does he mean by that? No one knows. No one knows what he means by that. No one knows what he means by this. Now, I think it's very important to understand that everyone knows what he means by this. I think he is committing these crimes. And now, after he goes on this whole spiel about how it's peaceful protests and Trump is an authoritarian, here's me committing a crime, blocking a highway. Asmongold just dropped a clip. Hasan is actually fucked now, bro. Bro, what percent though? What percent? That's the question. What percent are we talking? Asmon baiting Hasan into going to jail? Yeah, bro. All right, we'll just drop a 570% in the chat because that's where we're currently at. So we'll just drop that in there. All right, hell yeah, dude.
Bro, he's out there. He's out there talking about me.
Hopefully one day we'll see the largest political commentator Asmongold out here in the streets, you know, for protesting, for, I don't know, making...
Okay, sure. I'll go with the National Guard to arrest everybody who's standing in the highway. Yeah, I think that sounds great.
By the way, before some people spaz out, this is literally what the mayor said.
That's not peaceful, what was happening. It's not peaceful for people to be on the highways.
And this is coming from Mega Woke Fucking Retard episode 4722. The mayor is calling for the arrest of Hasan Diddy Adolf Bin Laden Epstein Piker, who might have had sex with children.
It's not peaceful for people to throw rocks. That's not peaceful.
And now this genius is also calling out Bernie Sanders after he said these protests were counterproductive.
But they're putting themselves in harm's way and potentially setting themselves up for a criminal future. I talked to the DA just a couple of minutes ago. The DA will file felony charges on individuals and also the potential for federal charges.
Yes! Oh, we're getting so close to 1,000% fucked. I can taste it. We're getting there.
Get the fucking dumbass take that Asmongold had out of my mind. It was the stupidest...
Dude, how is he at a protest thinking about Asmongold?
Oh God, bro, it's always about me. Which one?
Actual Asmongold derangement syndrome. It's crazy.
Being like, oh, if you ever see protests where there's other countries' flags being waved, you know you're in America. It's like, yeah, dumbass, it's a diverse country.
If it's a diverse country, wouldn't you expect to see more American flags though? Because, like, I mean, to be fair, at least there's one of them right there.
Also, not much to feel proud about right here.
Then you're a fucking retard loser. Dude, you are the reason why Americans aren't proud to be in America. It's you. It's you and your fucking terrorist army. Also, why is your head so small? It's crazy. Look at how small his head is. Have you ever noticed how small his head? Like a tiny head.
This endless police militarization.
Police militarization! I can't believe the police are arresting people that are firebombing innocent people and assaulting people and harassing people and vandalizing cores. Sounded like Andrew Tate there for a second.
Wouldn't need the militarization.
Yeah, you're the reason why there's a militarization. Like, dude, this is like the classic terrorist fucking dipshit rulebook every time. It is ridiculous to see how retarded this man is every single day. I wake up and holy shit, the largest leftist political streamer in America is a fucking retard. Look at this. Look at him. I can't believe the military is happening every time. All we did was an act of terror.
You didn't have people throwing rocks at him. You have to remember bricks of peace, gentlemen. This is protesting. Guys, they're just protesting.
Yeah. Peaceful. Holy
Guys, it's
shit.
a protest. You have to understand. Listen, this is their freedom of speech.
Dude, that's the Hasan argument every time. Free speech! Dude, oh my god. Yeah, 1,000% Cooked is coming soon. It's gonna be fun. It's time to look at what's actually going on in LA. So Decoy Voice made a couple of videos on this, actually covering it a lot. So LA apparently surrendered to the police. Hexeth is activating the Marines now as well. This is gonna be fucking crazy. So lock in, boys and girls. We're gonna be doing a bit of a deep dive on the actual situation on the ground in LA to see if Hasan Diddy Bin Laden Adolf Epstein Piker might end up in prison. He will.
The unruly mobs just took over Los Angeles, as it literally looks like it's been conquered, as the ICE protests were essentially encouraged by the mayor. More of these foreign voices started to show up in the streets, destroying parts of their own city.
Wow! See, guys, is this guy doing a crime? Let me ask you, is this guy doing a crime? Is this a criminal offense? Hasan Piker says that this is not a criminal. He probably is a 50% chance he's a Hasan fan, though.
As nothing stops federal law enforcement faster than lightly vandalizing your own streets.
Yeah!
LAPD.
Well, actually, the thing is, I watched that full video, the reason why he was vandalizing his own streets and breaking these pillars apart was so that he could pick up the rocks and throw them at cars. That's what I remember. Like, these actual motherfuckers. Holy shit. Bro, LA's gonna look like Gaza after this, and then they're gonna say, how dare the military get involved?
and lightly vandalizing your own streets. But finally, LAPD marched in to try to control things.
Yep. Holy!
When the protesters tried to breach the ICE facility.
Uh-oh. By the way, trying to breach a federal facility is criminal. That is not a peaceful protest. By the way. Mostly peaceful invading government facilities.
With people in black bloc attacking the building.
This, by the way, is more damage than was done on January 6th. Bro, you cannot even make this shit up. January 6th wasn't as violent as this one image. This is a bigger window, okay? January 6th, that's bad. That's authoritarianism. Motherfucking blowing our fucking city up, that's just mostly peaceful destruction of property.
Even getting inside, tagging profanity on the vehicles they believed belonged to the feds.
They just freaking destroy random cars! Dude, this is unacceptable. These savages need to be arrested. You need punishment for this shit. Otherwise, I'll be real. Otherwise, it doesn't change. They'll do it again, and they'll do it with more gusto. This is why you don't negotiate with terrorists and why you actually have to hit terrorists hard. My incredibly hot take is you have to hit terrorists hard. Motherfuckers, you're living in America. Trump is the president. He wants to deport people, as he should, and they're getting deported. Can you shut the fuck up? These protests are bullshit, all of them.
As street journalist Anthony Cabasa shows us, they're genuinely attacking them, crawling up and trying to sneak inside.
Bro, dude, look at this.
But at least they finally made some heavy-handed arrests.
Good shit. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Put them away. Every single criminal, every single one.
Using a barrage of pepper bowls to back off the mobs.
I wonder where Hasan's friend was when he got hit by a pepper ball.
But unfortunately...
I fully believe that all these guys should get arrested if they're doing crimes. Dude, for real. That's why you have laws. They think that they can overwhelm you. They can't overwhelm you if you have the balls to stand up to them, and I hope Trump has those balls.
Cabasa also got hit in the eye.
Bro, god damn.
So major props to Anthony Cabasa for going out there and documenting the riots, as even after he got hit, he still went out there again, so make sure you follow him on X.
Insanely based.
As mainstream news outlets like...
Because you have to realize, the mainstream news is just gonna be like, well, some things are ugly. Thank God we have X. If we didn't have Twitter as an unbiased source, we would have no idea the level of destruction that's actually going on. And Hasan really thinks he can still coast on it being peaceful.
Fox got chased off. Where the rioters even destroyed their news vehicle.
Right at the beginning, before we knew it was going to escalate to the situation that it got to. This is a brand new news truck that we just got.
Dude, this is just some random news guy that has a... This isn't like... Dude, these people need to get arrested. I don't know why this is acceptable. Like, if this happened to your car, okay, you would not be happy. This is not a peaceful protest. It's not. This is vandalizing property. I don't know why this is considered acceptable. Holy shit. I mean, I'll be real. My mom raised me better.
Looks like the tires were slashed. They busted into the windows.
I don't know what the family situation, the nuclear family situation is going on in LA, but holy shit. These people are fatherless retards.
Let's see. Our personal bags were in the car. They stole all the stuff that was inside.
They robbed him too! Oh my god!
And even into the evening, journalist Aldo Buttazzoni also got chased off by the mob. It's unfortunate it happened in front of the police, but sadly, they also had their hands full.
Dude, it's so wild to me that it's like, it's always about the issue. Like, these are actual zombies. Actual zombies that have no god in their life. They have no god. And they just come out, like, dude, why are you wearing a fucking keffiyeh? All right, bro, he took a break from his Palestine protest to protest against the newest thing. Like, these are actual retards.
Where the protesters were using a strobe light to blind the coppers.
Bro, that's insanity. How is that legal? Dude, I don't know, man. Maybe it's because I actually have respect for cops. Maybe I have respect for cops and these people are actual motherfuckers. It's insane. Actual shithole.
To no arrests. So obviously, they escalated to tagging their MRAPs.
Bro, no way. No way! Dude, the cops need to be a little more intense. They need to arrest these people. I don't understand. Like, what's the point of laws?
Throwing rocks at their vehicles with zero worry about repercussions.
Dude.
And even a defenseless Waymo, those automated taxis, got this.
Dude, yeah, I saw. Oh my god, this is a funny coincidence. Decoy voice, I'm reacting to him right now. He just liked one of my tweets. I got the notification. Not the point! Dude, they're calling in their own self-driving cars to destroy them. Bro! These are literally your cars!
Destroyed. And again, nothing stops the feds from enforcing the law than vandalizing a taxi that serves your community.
True!
The local police see
so true! I'll show them! Stabs himself in the foot. Ah, you see, I've injured a Californian! Oh, no way!
being pretty defenseless, as a mayor had openly spoke out against law enforcement.
Yeah, true! And that's why this is bullshit, because you have people like Gavin Newsom, the governor, Karen Bass, the mayor, and they're like anti-law enforcement. Obviously, their people are gonna feel safe.
Go ahead, dude. Raise that gun to me again.
Dude, I feel terrible for the cops. They're all fucking heroes as far as I'm concerned. I feel so bad for them.
You better chill the f*** out, Al. Chill the f*** out. Chill the f*** out. Chill the f*** out.
And these guys are crazy.
Bro, they doxed the cop. This is ridiculous. By the way, crazy random tangent. There was this one guy on Twitter that was doxing cops. He ended up getting doxed and arrested. I love me a good fuck around find out.
Out there doxing that police officer, as there's no other reason to post this information next to that video other than to try to intimidate them away from actually enforcing the law.
Yes, and you know why that's intimidating? Because these fucking savage terrorists will show up at his house and harass his family. That's the level of unhinged that we're dealing with! Dude, the left is actually just pushing terrorism all the time. They're actually pushing, they support Hamas terrorists in the Middle East. They support MS-13 gang members from El Salvador. They'll support Tren de Aragua terrorists from wherever the fuck they're from, Venezuela. They will support the side of violence and anarchy every single fucking time. Holy shit, this is crazy.
So no wonder well into the next day, the Los Angeles streets still weren't under control, filled with protesters flying flags from all the countries they
don't want to go back to.
Demand they are not sent to.
It's so fucking funny. Like, you gotta see the irony there, right? I am a proud Mexican, and I will never go back to Mexico. Like, come on, dude.
Or even the Fed vehicles are under attack.
Dude. Dude, they're fucking attacking the feds, bro.
Actually shattering the windshield and injuring the agent. As this guy in a yellow dirt bike helmet was throwing rocks at not
I saw this video.
only the marked patrol cars, but any random car driving by. So now the FBI's deputy director is looking for that.
Dude, if Gavin Newsom runs for president, he's fucking dead. Like, if that dude actually runs for president, then no one will vote for him, aside from a couple of Hasan retard fans in California.
That specific guy, as these so-called protesters are under the assumption that in LA, local DAs don't really follow through with prosecution.
But it's Trumpin' time, baby! I am praying. I'm praying for justice. I love justice. Dude, Jesus believed that everyone deserves forgiveness. But Jesus believed in justice. I'm just saying, Jesus did. God did. Look at the fucking Old Testament, baby. Look at the Old Testament. It's all about justice. It's all about justice.
Federal agencies under the Trump administration
eye for an
are
eye.
going to react very differently.
Breaking news, by the way. This literally just got published 4 minutes ago. Breaking news. Holy crap, this is pretty breaking news. Wall Street Journal just announced Marines are deployed to Los Angeles area. Oh my god. Marines are deployed to Los Angeles area. Holy balls. Holy schmiglets. It's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get wild. Oh lord, this is gonna get fucking crazy. Bruh. Bruh.
As these idiots started trashing their own communities again, making these makeshift barricades out of shopping carts. And as
okay, I actually have a hot take. I think a lot of these people are homeless people. You might not know this. There's over 700,000 homeless people in California. I really think, bro, that I don't know, man. I kind of get the vibe that this shit is happening. It's a small army of homeless people and illegal immigrants that are making up a lot of these and Hasan fans, obviously, that are making up a lot of these protests.
Cabasa shows us, somebody mysteriously placed this fresh pallet of cinder blocks nearby. They were, of course, utilized in their garbage barricade made by—
Look at this. This is fucking insanity. This is actually crazy. Holy shit. You don't understand what's going on. Look at this. Look at this, bro. How is this normal? Dude, this is in America. This is in the United States of America. Oh my god, bro. How is this America? Nah, dude, I think these people need to go. These people need to get deported. They need to fucking go. Sorry, bro, they gotta go. Look at Vance's tweet. Dude, this one. Holy shit. The menswear guy just admitted he's here illegally. JD Vance, I know that you're reading this, and you have the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever. That's fucking hilarious. Oh my god, it's brutal!
By fatherless behavior, which was easily...
It's crazy because, like, I don't know, man. I've been to many countries. I've seen many different places. Dude, this shit would not happen in any other country. Like, this is wild. It's wild. It's the only country that doesn't fully bend their knee to the lefty retards, and the lefty retards are actually doing this shit.
Escorted by the local sheriffs. But in multiple parts of the city, the rioters started fires, even burning vehicles while flying flags for Mexico.
Nice.
There it is, Mexican flag.
Yeah, you're definitely making a good statement. Yep, I'm definitely thinking highly of Mexico right now.
You know.
As honestly I see.
By the way, did you know Mexico made an announcement that they're all for you protesting? Even though in Mexico it's illegal for Americans to protest?
See this as a foreign invasion at this point. Military-age males flying another country's flag, fighting with...
I literally said that in my previous video. This does look like terrorism. It's flying another country's flag while committing an ideological act of violence. By the way, Hasan says nothing is happening in the streets. Are you aware? Are you aware that's what Hasan says?
Or federal agents. So it's good to see the feds finally fight back.
Good shit, baby. Nice.
And then some idiot goes crying online.
Oh, dude, I saw this too. Holy shit. It's fucking brutal. As a Mexican-American, this makes me sick to my stomach. It should make you sick to your stomach because it's stuff like this that makes people racist. It really is. It's fucking awful. You know, Latinos voted for Trump. You know, the average Latino man in America voted for Trump. And this shit is not going to be doing any good for any of them. It's so sad. So this is a lady saying, no, I can't believe it. Charges need to be brought against LAPD officers for using tear gas in a crowd that included a baby. Bro, you brought a fucking baby to a riot assaulting ICE agents? What are you talking about? You need to get this mom in prison and put this... This is when you call Child Protective Services. This is like actual Hamas behavior. Like literally. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just building my terrorist tunnels under hospitals and schools. Don't mind me.
Kid was affected in the riots. Out of all the people I want arrested, I think the so-called mother deserves it the most, as you should know better than to bring your kid to this very volatile situation, unless, at best, you were using them as a prop for your protest, and at worst, you were using them as a shield from repercussions, or at the very worst, you knew this would happen and are just looking for a taxpayer-funded lawsuit. Yep. As this wasn't a protest, this was a riot. The patrol wasn't playing games.
Oh my god, they got everyone. Holy shit, and they just activated the Marines. Based.
Or even in the...
I'll be real. I would go to war over this shit. Like, this is part of the United States of America, and it's been overrun by terrorists. Flying flags of other countries. It is not acceptable, and it needs to be squashed. I don't understand why this is even remotely acceptable to people on the left. And you know what? It's a fringe bunch of people on the left. I know you're seeing a big crowd, but this is a big crowd. This is a big crowd in Los Angeles, okay? All right, this is a Los Angeles crowd. Yeah, you have to realize the average person in Los Angeles is 10 degrees more retarded than anyone else.
In the morning, they made it clear. Anybody who impedes our efforts is going to be arrested and prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
Oh, yeah.
And they were serious, arresting over a dozen agitators.
Dozens not enough, baby, but it's a start.
Before the sun went down, with Viva Frey pointing out, this is actually a rebellion or even insurrection.
Oh, shit. I mean, I called it an insurrection, but yeah.
Would think the rioters would know the difference between yelling at local coppers that answer to your liberal mayor and the federal agents that got the green light.
They don't know shit. Especially you have to realize you have people like Hasan Piker. He's the largest leftist political streamer in the world. He will go live and say, make the cops feel afraid. They're pigs and Nazis, all right? He says this to his people while he sits in his mansion. What are you talking about?
From President Trump. But if these activists can't tell the difference between ICE and the DEA, I somehow doubt they know the justice system. So now California's Governor Newsom says this is the Fed's fault, sowing chaos and escalating, and that is not the way a civilized country behaves. And he's correct.
Bro, we need Alexander Anderson. We need to activate the priests. Bring in the priests, arm the shit out of them, bring in the priests, and let God sort them out.
California looks nothing like civilization right now. So good thing they're deploying the National Guard.
So guess what? We're already ahead of the game. We're already mobilizing.
Yep.
We're going to bring National Guard in tonight.
Okay. With President Trump stating, if Governor Newsom and Mayor Bass can't do their job, and we know they can't, that he'll step in and solve the issue the way it should be solved.
Yeah, he's
and
right.
then he went out to go watch the UFC fight, with the governor crying about the 2,000 incoming soldiers, saying it will only escalate tensions. It's sad to see my taxes going to a guy that's essentially the mouthpiece for
Completely true.
rioters destroying the city that I escaped.
Dude, I don't know who would live in California. I don't know who would fucking live in California. It's crazy. Why would anyone do this?
That again, my tax dollars will go to repairing. So let me know what state I should move to in the comments. As in California,
Florida.
They arrested the president of the largest labor
Texas
union at the riots. And in case you missed yesterday's video, there's a disgusting connection between the Democrats and cheap labor.
Why are you shipping these?
Oh my God, I saw this clip.
Immigrants up north. We need them to pick the crops.
We need them to pick the crops. I just say the quiet part out loud. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I need. Don't worry, guys. That's what I have. That's what I have them for. Fuck. Yes, sir. We need the immigrants to pick the crops.
Down here.
What immigrants do for this country, or the fact that we are a country of immigrants.
Right. America's not a country of immigrants. It's a country of settlers.
We done picking cotton.
Bro, what the fuck?
If we don't have avenues for people to come here legally to work or to build a home here, I'm going to be really crude right now.
There are avenues. There are avenues. These people are all retarded. Of course there are avenues. Oh my fucking God. There are avenues. Legally.
We're not going to have anybody around to wipe our asses because we don't have enough people.
They're so used to being openly bigoted within the party, they forget how horrendous this sounds.
Yep.
So now that we understand why liberal leadership wants them around, why exactly do regular citizens support this so much?
So there's unrest. Let's start with there's protest. Lawful protest, which is allowed in this country. There is some unrest.
Dude, they do this every time. No one's buying it. No one's buying it. Holy moly. It's a mostly peaceful protest. Don't worry, nothing to see here. And they really think people fall for it. Every time, bro. Oh my Lord.
Lawful protests, but some unrest, is kinda catchier than fiery but mostly peaceful, but they've had 4 years to protect the lie, using anything to get you to believe the police are randomly snatching up families at work and not who they're actually arresting, like guys wanted for grape, known gang members, guys that attack their wives, and traffickers. So these idiots in the street think they're being freedom fighters when they're actually just protecting the worst criminals in their community, all in the name of providing cheap labor and even cheap.
I have a hot take. I think a lot of these people are actual retards and they don't even know what they're protesting for. It's just the thing to do. And in woke land, you just kind of got to follow the flow. The flow told me that it's appropriate to be woke and to protest here. I really think that that's the majority. The majority are just retarded. Retarded, brainwashed, zombie, woke motherfuckers that need a virtue signal a little bit. Then you have a couple of actual terrorists, like the Hasan orbit.
Cheaper votes for the Democrats while literally bankrupting the social services they likely rely on. It doesn't make sense, but that's what happens when you have more emotions than information.
True. Completely true. But don't worry, because it got worse. Oh, it got so much worse. They started blasting. Arrests have been had, and the increase in violence has been insanity. So lock in, boys and girls, because these are the mostly peaceful protests that Hassan, Diddy, Adolf, Bin Laden, Epstein, Piker has really been appreciating.
What you saw in Los Angeles yesterday wasn't rioting and destruction, so stop trusting your eyes and just listen to the experts. As CNN shows you vehicles
Listen to the experts, guys. One COVID vaccine and all the riots will stop.
Burning.
Peaceful protests, people that are there to protest.
MSNBC.
Bro, are they really doing this shtick? They're actually playing the Hasan game. This is where Hasan learned his bullshit from.
Watches them skirmish with the feds.
These are peaceful people that want to get their message across. They brought signs. They're out with families in some places.
And even controlled op.
Remember, Hasan joined these protests. He joined them. Oh my God.
Opposition Fox News says
there were no problems. At one point, somebody did throw a Molotov cocktail.
As the mostly peaceful.
It was peaceful, guys. There were no problems. Only one Molotov cocktail. Oh, Lord.
Peaceful people that cause no problems other than throwing a Molotov is the official narrative that they want to run, or to avoid President Trump's National Guard coming in and finally exposing who is actually organizing and funding.
The funniest part is the media actually thinks it has power. This is just another example of the media not realizing that we have social media now. You have a motherfucker with a smartphone that could tell the truth, and no one's gonna be emotionally blackmailed by your bullshit.
These protests in Los Angeles, as this story is going to vindicate a lot of tinfoil hat theories.
This vindicates literally every single person that voted for Trump. Everyone that voted for Trump said this shit is happening in America, and it's bubbling beneath the surface, and they literally proved it correct.
As sure, there were a few peaceful protesters. I can count
Absolutely.
5 right here. Into the evening, the rioters at best set buildings on fire, then...
Dude. That's crazy.
Right here. But into the evening, the rioters at...
Remember, this is a protest against deportations. And bro is carrying a Palestine flag. Like, at what point are we gonna realize this is just, I support the current thing, and they just become terrorists? Like, you have to realize.
Best set buildings on fire, then broke apart their own sidewalks to make concrete projectiles. And as Fox News pointed out, they made improvised incendiary devices that masked men in hoods threw at the local coppers.
Bro, what the fuck? I didn't see that.
Incendiary devices that masked men in
Look at this!
hoods threw at the local
There's a bunch of cops.
Coppers. As they were...
That's insane! Holy crap, man! This is insanity.
Pretty much.
These are just the classic, I oppose Western civilization in all of its forms. This is terrorism.
It's defenseless, even getting their windows smashed in.
Oh my god!
So many peaceful people protesting peacefully, causing no problems. It's incredibly confusing why President Trump would need to deploy the National Guard.
Right.
As why would they need to protect the feds getting attacked in the ICE building from these peaceful people? But it was satisfying to see them finally open up and start blasting.
Oh, they're coming out. They're coming out.
This is crazy. Bro, they actually fucking came out in force. That is insane. God damn! Scatter, you rats! Get out of there, roaches! Crawl back into the fucking gutters that you came from.
As most of them had
Oh yeah, dude, that's beautiful.
their hands up.
Get 'em, boys!
But some were still throwing projectiles back.
People are such retards. It's like, act like a fucking terrorist, and then they come out and you put your hands up. Like, it's actually so slimy, it's unbelievable. Like, holy shit, bro. Dude!
These idiots actually see themselves as revolutionary.
They do. And that's what Hasan does. That is what the points of his stream are. His stream is saying you need to hit them in numbers and make them scared. You don't understand. This is exactly what they're doing. They are all LARPing revolutionaries. They are LARPing as people that are freeing the country. Fuck the shit out of them. Obliterate them. Bring the bulldozers. Turn this place into Gaza, goddammit. I don't know. This is insane.
Freedom fighters, but they're really just live-action role-playing, as the police are basically operating as a daycare for the E-tribes.
Remember, Hasan Piker, the largest leftist political streamer, advocates for this shit. He does.
Because they pretend they want to fight, and nobody wants this, including me.
Wait until this gets violent, like actually violent. I don't mean pepper spray and paintballs and rubber bullets. Wait until they start manufacturing like actual rockets to start shooting at ICE places.
But if LAPD actually wanted to win, this riot would end before the first live magazine was emptied.
Completely true. Completely true. If you actually wanted to get dirty. So it's such a disgusting situation. It's like, because these terrorists, because that's kind of what they are. These terrorists are people that are, in my opinion, fighting a war where they dress like civilians, because they are, I guess, civilians. They dress like civilians, they use their human shields, and they do every scumfuck trick in the book to take down the system. This is crazy. Holy shit.
As they're having fun waving all the flags of all the countries they demand they not live in.
Of course.
With the most harmless individuals showing up with their selfie stick to antagonize the feds.
The governor did not make you come here.
Who cares what the governor said? You have a president. He's the president of the United States. He was voted in. Fuck you.
Stop helping fascists. Walk off the job now.
He was elected. He's not a fascist, Karen. All right, Karen.
What the
Bro, they activated the Karens, the woke Karens!
What are you doing?
I think they should arrest the governor, to be honest. I think putting Governor Newsom in prison would be very funny. I think it would be very funny. I'm not trying to be controversial here, but I think it would be hilarious. That's my opinion. I mean, he's endorsing this shit, in my opinion.
And people that look like this, demanding a fight.
We will fight and fight and fight.
That's the Hasan shit. We will fight.
And we'll still come out here today.
With dudes in bedazzled
Everyone's so brave when they're not actually fighting back.
hoodies that read FTP, firing off fireworks at the police.
Holy shit. Dude, that's crazy. I wonder when all these guys are screaming globalize the intifada, and they're currently in middle of globalizing an intifada. I wonder what that shit meant, huh? All the people on college protests yelling and screaming to globalize this shit. I wonder if it's happening.
And well into the next day, these cosplay revolutionaries are throwing rocks at the cops.
They should all be arrested. I don't know why we're playing this game. I literally don't even know why we're playing this game.
But these types are only emboldened to do so when they know to a certainty the police are only using paintballs.
True.
So at what point in time does
that's the question.
This go from idiots organizing online to destroy their own city because they know their local police aren't treating them like a foreign military?
That's the question. That's the question. At what point does it actually get hard, and does it actually get heavy? That's the question that everyone wants to know. I don't know. It's fucking brutal. It's actually fucking brutal. Because it's gonna happen. It's obviously gonna escalate there at some point.
And this actually being foreign actors attacking US cities, as they were actually locking down blocks with chicken wire, moving behind burning refrigerators to make makeshift barricades, launching attacks at police and
Dude, I cannot believe Hasan joined these protests and tried to call it a peaceful protest that's just fighting for your rights. It is shocking. Actually shocking. 148 people were arrested yesterday. Not enough. Not enough. Get every single one of them. Every single one that was involved in barricading a road, throwing shit at cops. Arrest them all. Literally.
And even utilizing their combat dinner plates to shatter on their MRAPs.
Oh, wow, you got him.
But then,
I mean, to be fair, he probably looted that bunch of plates. He probably stole that from a store.
And shining lasers into the eyes of helicopter pilots.
Oh my god.
You see the airship fly right through our picture there. If that laser is pointed up at the aircraft, it could blind the pilot.
So at
That's insane. Oh my god.
this point in time, the gloves should come off, as they
I agree.
ceased being peaceful people a long time ago. And it's truly sad.
It doesn't matter. See, here's the thing. The classic neo-Marxist mentality is that, hey guys, we're the weaker people. Therefore, you are the oppressors and we are the victims. Even if we started it, even if we're the ones that commenced the attack, even if all that shit happens, we're still weaker. So we're the victims automatically. I really hate that mentality, and that mentality has to fucking stop. Sorry, bro. You are the instigators. It doesn't matter that you're weaker. The fact that you're weaker means it'll be easier to destroy you if we want to. Like, it is crazy. I don't know, man. It's like, you know, I have family in Israel. I hear about terrorist attacks in Israel all the time. Every week for the past 20 years, I've heard of this shit, you know, happening all the time. And it's like, you know how you make it stop? You make it not worth it for a terrorist to stab somebody. You make it not fucking worth it for them. And they need to make it not worth it for these terrorists to engage in violence.
Sad that we're under attack in our own country, but the majority of
it's like, and you wonder, all the people that were protesting supporting Hamas, like terrorists, you fucking wonder what they would do if they ever felt like they should be fighting back against the government. Like, it's insane to me. Having mercy to the cruel is being cruel to the innocent. It is unreasonable in every way to say that the government should just step down and let them take over the country.
People wouldn't know about any of this if it wasn't for some weird YouTube channel called Decoy Voice.
Completely true, by the way. 1000% accurate. People don't know about this from the media because the media calls this mostly peaceful.
As the corporate mainstream media is straight up ignoring all these fiery but mostly peaceful protests.
Even Fox News, by the way, right wing, they still say, well, it's largely peaceful, but you know, there's a couple of violent... No. We have social media now. Fuck you.
And like clockwork, the looting has begun.
Look at that. It happens every time. Every time, because it's not about justice for a lot of these people. Nope. Good job, guys.
As this small business owner's store has been destroyed.
Yep. You ruined his life. Congratulations.
Interesting how the Democrats will bend over backwards for foreign gang members and traffickers, but for foreign business owners, crickets. Now I know you're sitting at home concerned if they're looting the local liquor stores or the library safe. But apparently the BLM riots taught us why they don't touch bookstores.
Bro, ain't no way bro is wearing the fucking Jew meme. Ain't no way!
Why do you think bookstores were never looted and robbed during BLM riots?
Bitch, we don't know how to read. Oh no, dude. I could sense racism coming.
Because black people, we enjoy education.
Oh, they weren't.
Oh,
they
no.
weren't, that's the point. Why would we loot bookstores?
Why would you loot designer stores?
What? How are you so comfortable admitting to these crimes? Dog, I don't steal shit. I've never stolen shit in my life, okay? That's just who I am. I don't know. Bro, y'all need God. Y'all need God. California needs God. Lawlessness, godlessness people with zero morals. And they sit on their fucking ivory towers and talk and preach about morals. Oh, you misgendered somebody. You should go to jail. Anyway, I'm gonna rob a store now because fuck them. This is actually insane. But more importantly, much more importantly, okay? Much more importantly, see this guy's shirt? This is one of my favorite random Jew memes, so I'm gonna share it to you. Oy vey, the goyim know, shut it down. That's my favorite meme, all right? I'm just saying, I decided I'm sharing this with you guys. I absolutely love this meme. It's beautiful. I love it. It's gorgeous. It's everything. Anyway, moving on.
Bookstores.
Why would you loot designer stores?
Who would have known only stealing TVs and sneakers was such a noble cause, as scumbags will always see unrest in the streets and use it as an opportunity to make money for themselves. But with this particular protest, anybody might be able to cash in 5 figures. As remember yesterday, that idiot throwing rocks at cop cars, where the FBI's deputy director singled him out, specifically looking for him. So it wasn't long before additional footage of that individual was found. And now, the feds are offering a $50,000 reward for finding him.
Bro, insanely based. Holy shit, bro.
Providing several other images from various parts of the protest, as a stranger wouldn't necessarily be able to
so much empathy.
Identify him, but maybe a workplace enemy, a spurned ex-girlfriend or boyfriend, or basically anybody that knows him in real life is going to be able to identify him, especially when you can
activate the retards,
earn,
shut it down,
50K, or the equivalency of 166,666 chicken McNuggets. I may not be a math Asian, but I'm basically Rain Man when it comes to eating fat. But we may be too late,
Hell yeah,
as Tony Saruga is on the case, finding additional footage of it.
The one who was also starting fires.
Identifying 5 of these attackers.
Bro, dude's on the case! The bounty hunters are in!
Devices, and providing them to the authorities. But also, discovering the guy waving the Mexican flag is actually likely from Venezuela.
Bro, ain't no fucking way. This is a guy waving a Mexican flag from Venezuela that goes to... His phone has been at Antifa, Black Lives Matter, pro-Hamas, pro-Palestinian protests, and 3 Kamala Harris rallies. I'm telling you, some of these people are paid, all right? What are we doing, okay? Pick a struggle, bro.
Where he...
Literal false flag.
He's been at Antifa, BLM, Palpatine, and 3 Kamala Harris rallies, residing nightly at a $2 million home, and could possibly be...
No! I literally called it.
Rallies.
This dude's not from Mexico. He's from Venezuela. Based on money to family members, his phone has been at these rallies.
Residing nightly at a $2 million home.
Holy psyop.
And could possibly be getting...
All funded by Disruption Project, Rise and Resist, Indivisible Project, Troublemakers, Democratic Socialists of America. By the way, you know who else is in the Democratic Socialists of America? The guy who murdered 2 Israeli guys in Washington, D.C. Each receives money from NGOs like Open Society Foundations, Act Blue, and at least 3 via USAID. Wow, fuck. That's crazy.
Funding from various...
This is some George Soros fucking evil Democrat shit.
NGOs that receive money from USAID, which coincides with another internet genius and data Republican finding similar things about the protests, where she says the signs may actually point us to who is organizing these protests. But we don't need any of that, as LA City Council members just openly admitted now.
No!
They know how quickly we mobilize. That's why they're changing tactics, because community defense works and our resistance has slowed them down before, and if they're escalating their tactics, then so are we.
So even with...
She's admitting that it's a tactic. Oh my lord. They're reporting that 500 Marines are on the ground in LA with Marine choppers in the sky. Fuck yeah, baby. Fuck yeah. Look at this lady. Look, this is a lady that benefited from America, all right? I'm just saying. I'm just fucking saying. She benefited from America. We're changing tactics. We're eating the cops.
Mountains of evidence and some self-incrimination. You can never be too certain. But what we do know for sure is as the riots are occurring, the left-wing media is pretending they aren't, and the Democrat politicians are desperate to keep the feds away. As Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass went on TV to say the feds are causing the chaos.
They're all doing this. They're all doing this. Hasan, the mayor, the governor, the lefties, they're going on screen talking about how it's a disgusting overreach where Trump is doing this. This is brutal.
Is ICE initiated enforcement actions on several workplaces, and that created a sense of chaos and outrage and fear and terror because people are very worried.
With her LAPD releasing a statement saying, "The demonstrations across Los Angeles remain peaceful. We appreciate..."
You've got to be fucking kidding me. They are really just manipulating people. They just wake up and decide, all right, so we're going to manipulate people today. It's so painful to watch because, you know, this shit used to work. This actually worked on people. Oh my God.
The cooperation of the organizers and participants to ensure public safety. These are all bold-faced lies top to bottom, but why would they openly destroy all of their own credibility unless it was to protect something much more nefarious? As even Democrat senators from other states are perpetuating these lies.
We see peaceful protests launching in Los Angeles.
Dude, what? They're actually trying.
With Democrat congresswomen, also from other states, coming in to say the same.
There's no danger, there's no violence.
There's no violence. These people are actual lobotomites. These people are actual lobotomites! This lady walked out of some Doom level. For real, she looks like a Doom enemy. You'd fight her in Doom Eternal. She just starts and just starts running at you, okay? I'm telling you.
The President of the United
Look at her. Her eyes aren't even looking the same way. Oh my God.
States hates Los Angeles because we're a sanctuary city.
A good thing the National Guard showed up anyways. And when Congresswoman Waters attempted to barge in, they slammed the door in her face.
Excuse me, I need to get in.
Excuse me, I need to get in.
I need to get in.
Based. Fucking based. There is no war in Ba Sing Se. Meanwhile, Ba Sing Se has been taken over by the Fire Nation. Good shit. Oh, no, she does not look happy. Oh, no one's ever done that to this bitch before. Skin Demon did not have this. Bro, your face looks like a catcher's mitt, okay? There's nothing she can do about it. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's so satisfying. Oh, look at that face of disappointment, that bitch. She's just one big sack of bitch. Oh, Lord. Oh, no one's ever said no to her. This is Ozed. You're not special, Congresswoman. The law applies to everyone.
I love how all these Democrats call Trump a dictator.
Trump is a dictator. Anyway, I'm going to enact my plan and destroy the country.
Man that even won the popular vote against the Democrats.
Yeah, dude, no one knows how. No one can even begin to understand. No one can even begin to understand. He won all 7 swing states and y'all fucking yapping.
With only a 20% approval rating. And then they had the audacity to think their wishes supersede the desires of the...
Do you remember that Trump had a 20% approval rating? A 20% approval rating. 20% approval rating! And he won the popular vote, all 7 swing states. He won fucking everything. The media's a joke.
American people, as we all want to restore order in our cities. And if it takes deploying the military, then
yup,
that's what it takes.
True.
As they began...
Whatever it takes. Literally whatever it takes. You need law and order. There's the President of the United States. He's the Commander-in-Chief. You fucking listen to him.
Airdropping in supplies. Finally pushing...
Oh my God, decoy voice in the fucking stream. All right, yeah, don't, pay no attention. We're making fun of retards on this stream.
Back on the mobs. And I don't want to alarm you, but the rioters, likely funded by ActBlue, have activated Blue Godzilla.
Oh my God! It worked. God damn.
And all jokes aside...
It's over. They're in the dinosaur costume. Just give up. Literally give up. All right, it's over. They have the fucking guy.
As of recording this video, the rioters have blocked the 101 freeway, stopping midday traffic in both directions.
Yep, that's a crime. You know who participated? You know who participated in this bad boy? It's our favorite terrorist supporter, sympathizer, retard, scumfuck, Hamas, Diddy, Bin Laden, Adolf Epstein Piker. He might have had sex with children in brothels, by the way. I don't know if you heard. He's blocking a highway. It's illegal. Put him away. Eliminate the fucker. All right? Enough of this. Stupid, idiot people. Oh my God. Why are you even here, decoy voice? He did the soy face while doing it too. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's fucking crazy. Like, these people, look, man, they support the terrorists in the Middle East. Why wouldn't they support the terrorists in the United States? It was only a matter of time.
So make sure you're subscribed, as it's only going to get spicier from
Absolutely. I will, of course, link this beautiful, beautiful bastard in the description. Look at this beautiful guy. Yeah, oh my God. Yeah, it's brutal. It's brutal watching this shit happen. It truly is.
Here. Don't doom scroll on social media all day when you have my concise,
exactly
commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality. So subscribe to Decoy Voice.
Yeah, this is honestly, it's good advice. Just Twitter, it's good that it exists. It's good that people put shit there. It will ruin your life, which is why it's so good to have YouTubers regurgitate the Twitter shit. Yeah, no, of course I will leave Decoy Voice in the description. He's a beautiful man. And thank you all so much for joining. Today we covered how Hasan Diddy, Adolf Bin Laden, Epstein, Piker is in fact 570% fucked. He is. It's a fact. I've looked into this immensely. I've done the calculations. He's going to jail probably. And when that happens, he'll be 1,000% fucked. You did a fucking good job, bro. Great video. And of course, I will see you in the next one. Bye. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird, man.